Okay, so the key for today's makeup tutorial is to do pretty much a lot of the products using Makeup Geek. They sent over this amazing holiday palette bundle, and I can't get enough. So yeah, I created this really fun like halo smoky with it, so I'm gonna walk you through what to do. So first you're gonna take just like a fluffy shader brush, and you're gonna pick up some of the creme brulee, which is this nice nude color. We're gonna use this as our transition color, and just kind of swipe it in the crease. Now for me in particular, or women darker than me, this is gonna basically look the same as it is on your lid. It doesn't give much color definition. But then you're gonna go in right underneath it and pick up creme brulee right here, and that's gonna really start, oh, no, don't fall. And that's gonna really start giving you some really cool definition to the eye, add some dimension. You're gonna see where that crease is gonna start. So I just picked up some of that creme brulee, and we are swiping back and forth. Sorry if you can't see my mouth. I am moving forward just so you guys can really see the eye look while I'm talking. Just give it a really good swipe. Pull it all the way in. It is more of a haloed smoky, so that's okay. Yeah. There's a lot of blending in this tutorial, I'm just warning you. So then we're going to take this gorgeous, ever so gorgeous Enchanted Forest. It's one of my favorite matte shadows by her. And when I saw that it came out in this holiday palette they sent over, I was like, of course. So I'm just gonna take that, put it right over the creme brulee, and start kind of blending and dusting it in. And again, all the way in and all the way out. This does look really messy too until it's, you know, done in its entirety. But I promise it's a really fun look. We're just starting to get that really cool shaded added look. So then pick up a little more of that Enchanted Forest, and I want you to start pressing and tapping it on that outer corner and bringing it in towards the center, and then dusting it up in the crease. So press, press, and then dust it up into that crease. I have an eye booger. That's nice. And then do the same thing on the inner corner. Start to tap it on that inner corner right there, and then dust it up into that crease. Just so you know, so far the two brushes that I've used, this is my Sigma E35 tapered blending, and then this is my Makeup Forever. I have no more writing on it. My other tapered blending from Makeup Forever. The same brushes I use all the time. But yeah, just really important to keep kind of adding, especially with this matte, like deep gray green. You gotta keep adding. Then again, right in that center there, and then pick it up. So then I am going to take my Morphe E18, which is this awesome little soft shader, and I'm going to pick up again more of that Enchanted Forest. We're going to really start adding, you know, deeper depth into that inner and outer corner right here. Like so. And then kind of dust it back up into the crease. And same with the inner corner. Just so that when we're doing a halo eye, it doesn't look, it looks purposeful, but it's blended. You want to make sure it's blended. I don't care if it's, you know, gradient smoky, halo smoky, it doesn't matter. It's gotta look, you know, it's got a little continuity to it. Pick up that awesome cocoa bear again, that great warm brown, and you know, a good generous amount. Tap it into the brush and then go back into that crease. You're gonna see it start to pick up and warm up that crease again for us. You can go pretty high with this, blend it and smoke it out. There you go, there you have it. Beautiful. So, going to add the star of the show. I have the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow brush. This brush is specifically made to be used with her foiled eyeshadows. So I'm going to take this gorgeous green right up here called Epic, and I'm just gonna kind of like, I don't know if you can see me doing this, kind of press and smooth this in there. Da 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 da. Tap off any excess, and then I'm going to spread this on the center of the lid only. Kind of shimmy it down like so. Oh yeah. If you take a look at that, folks. A little bit of fallout, but that's to be expected with some of these really intense foiled shadows. Yeah. See how it's starting to add up? Now, in order to get, you know, more of obviously this in-depth effect, I did have to add in 2 shadows from just her normal matte shadows. So I did have to add in Americano and Corrupt just to make sure that I felt like it didn't have enough depth to it. I was just gonna do the holiday bundle and I looked at the eye and I was like, it needs a little something more. So I am gonna pick up some of that Americano, which is the most perfect deep espresso brown. And I am gonna start tapping that on the outer and the inner corner just to make sure that this stays a true halo smoky. Like so. And make sure you do that on the inner corner as well. Yep, that is right, that is tight. Okay, so then I'm going to take my Makeup Forever shader brush again. This is just a really good blending brush. I'm going to pick up a little creme brulee and a little cocoa bear mixed, and we're just going to make sure that that crease is as smoked out and blended out as we want to. So then, again, I'm going to pick up a little more Epic on that Makeup Geek foiled shadow brush, and then I'm going to take a little MAC Fix Plus, spray it right on that brush. And then we're gonna go back over just in the center. Look how much more metallic that is now. Really picks up the metallic shades in there. So now I'm gonna add a little liner just along the lash line to create a nice little base for our lashes. I'm just using the Kat Von D Trooper liquid liner. Yes. I don't want to cover up the eye look, but I want to make sure that the lashes are fluid and flush with my lashes. Okay, so after that I'm going to coat with some mascara real quick, just to make sure that they are coated and ready for my false sleeve. That's a big check. I'm just using the Dior Show Iconic Overcurl. I'm a little obsessed with this mascara. For my lashes in particular. Alright, I think we're good for that. So I am using the Vegas Night Grand Glamour lashes. I have a new pair, so I'm going to have to like cut them and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll be back once these are applied once. That really amps it up. Okay, that looks nice. I love that. I do. Add the second one, because I didn't put any glue on it yet. Way to go. I just want you all to know that today putting these lashes on so simply was all luck. It does not normally happen that easily. Usually I have to go through. It's a loud dog. Okay, so now I'm just going to prime my skin. I got a sample of the Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer #1. I ran out, I'm being honest about it, and I didn't want to purchase any more at the moment, but I wanted to use some because my pores are being really rude to me lately, so that's what I'm using. Sometimes you gotta be a little cheap. And then I'm going to go in with my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the number 173 or Y445, and I'm mixing it with the Laura Mercier foundation primer. Of course, this is my absolute favorite combination of the year. I'm using my Morphe M439 to blend this in. I'm gonna go in and just do my usual concealing routine with my Anastasia Beverly Hills. Just gonna take a little peach just to help kind of cancel out my shadows under my eye. And I'm using, this is the Sephora, I think it's the Airbrush Concealer number 57. But it just helps to diffuse the peach as opposed to looking like stark red under my eye. I appreciate it for that. I'm going to go in with my Nye Banana Powder. I'm going to set everything I'm not really gonna bake, I'm just going to set with my beauty blender. So pick up a good amount. We're gonna start pressing it under the skin. I'm gonna press to the point where it blends out. Yeah. So then while that is just settling into the skin, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. If you wanna see like my full, obviously updated brow tutorial, I will have that link down below. Okay, so brows are fantastic and ready to go. I'm gonna take my Ardency In eyeliner and I'm just gonna do the waterline. Ooh. My eyes have been so sensitive lately, I couldn't even tell you why. Weather's been kind of funky, maybe that's it, I don't know, but I'm just gonna do the waterline and then I'm going to take, where is it? Oh, it's this right in my hand. Oh my god. Okay, and I'm gonna take Enchanted Forest, this nice green down here. We're just gonna smoke out the bottom. Start with a little bit and get really close to that lash line. Yeah. And then take the Makeup Geek or whatever brush you're using. The MAC 242 is really good for these foiled shadows too. And pick up a little bit of that Epic foiled shadow. I'm gonna spray it with Fix Plus again. And then we're just gonna dab it in that center. Just to kind of brighten up that center a little bit. Gives it a really pretty effect. Okay, and then I'm going to take my mascara and just do the lower lash line. I stink at doing this part. And I'm going to contour a little bit. I'm going to use my Makeup Geek contour shades. I told you, a lot of Makeup Geek products because she's stepping up. I'm going to take, and I can't remember the name, Half Hearted, which is the, right? Yeah, which is the warm medium shade in her deeper contour shades. And pick that up. This is my favorite contour brush. It's the Pro Contour 79. It's a Sephora brand brush. And we're just going to start chiseling out those cheekbones. Yes, I've not like contoured in quite some time, but I feel like with this like intense smoky holiday look, I was like, you probably want to make sure the face is really defined, otherwise, you know, it can tend to look kind of crazy, or just your face looks kind of flushed. It doesn't look finished. I don't know. So I'm gonna just cut the contour a little bit, pick up some banana powder. Take it right down where I just did my contour. Just make sure that it's clean. I got some big old cheeks. You want to make sure it looks clean, looks good. And then wipe it away immediately. Let's add some blush. Did I pick a blush? Yes, I did Makeup Geek Desire. It's like a muted berry color. I thought it would be really pretty, but a little bit goes a really long way. So I'm just literally gonna like tap my brush on it and then start to pounce it on the cheeks back into that contour, because it's really all that you need. Otherwise it starts to just, you know, look like your Aunt Mammy who just put on a little too much blush. We don't want that. We want it to keep our cheeks nice and rosy, nice of a holiday berry, but nothing too crazy. See? I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna highlight, I'm gonna put down the Super Shock Electric Slide from ColourPop first, and then I'm gonna go over it with the Makeup Geek Midnight Sun highlight. So last but not least, now that the highlight, everything's done, or looking amazing, I'm just putting a little fresh sugar on the lips, and then we're gonna line our lips with some Vino Lip Liner. This is gonna really amp up the look, make it pretty intense, but why not? My entire lip. So after we do the lip liner, we're gonna go in. Ooh, I love this. This is the Amuse Busche collection. This is Nori from Bite Beauty. It smells like lemons and mint. Oh my god, it smells so good. yes. Most interesting color. It's like a plummy, reddy. Ooh, I don't know. I love this color. So this is the final look, and I gotta say I'm pretty in love. I think it's really nice. And once everything's together, you realize it's not so intense. It's nice. I think it's really pretty. Sorry, I'm looking at the viewfinder to see if I missed anything, but yeah, I think it's a really fun, dramatic, over-the-top, glam, date night, holiday party night look. I was really inspired by the greens, the cranberries. I wanted to do kind of a play on just the classic green and red. And yeah, I think it's really cool. So let me know what else you'd like to see, any other fun holiday looks. I got 2 other looks up my sleeve, and I'm also, you know, continuing to do Vlogmas. So I really hope you guys, enjoyed this tutorial. And I'll catch you guys soon, okay?